This lesson is on box plots or box and whisker plots, also known as 5-number summaries. On the very first question, we're asked to create a box plot. To create a box plot, you need to know 5 different pieces of information, which they refer to as the 5-number summary. The lower extreme, you also need to know your quartile 1 or lower quartile, quartile 2, also known as the middle quartile, quartile 3, known as the upper quartile, and then your upper extreme. When you create box and whisker plots, you need to make sure that the data is in numerical order from least to greatest. So I'm going to start by actually putting this in order. So 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, looks like 8 is next, 9, 10, and 12. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 2, 4, 6, 8, 9. So good, I've got all my data represented. Now, we're going to find our lowest extreme is our lowest number, and our upper extreme is our highest number. Then you're also going to look for the middle. The middle would be your median. So when you move to the median, we find that the median is right here on the 4. So that's our middle quartile. Remember that when we cross it out or we put the line through it to say that's where the median is, you do not include it to find the median of the lower half. So we find the median of the lower half, which is between 1 and 2, which would be 1.5. And then you're going to find the median of your upper half. 8 goes with 12, so 9 goes with 10, which means it's going to be 9.5. And then, to create your box and whisker plot, you're going to use a number line where you make sure that you go from at least your lowest extreme to your highest number. I'm going to do this by 2s. And so we'll put a dot at the lower extreme and the upper extreme and make sure those go in the air. And then you're going to put a dot here in the middle for your middle quartile and put a line through it. And then you're also going to label where your first and third quartiles are. You're going to have to estimate just a little bit about where they are. And these 2 quartiles will create the box to show where 50% of the data is. And then the whiskers go on the end. Each section of the box and whisker plot can be divided into 25% of the data, which means 25% of the numbers are here between 1, I guess I should have put this closer to 1 right here, not 0. 1 and 1.5. 25% of the data would be between 9.5 and 12, and 50% of the data would be between 1.5 and 9.5. So you could also find your interquartile range, which you find by doing your third quartile minus your first quartile, which would give us 8 as our interquartile range. Let's look and compare that to number 2, which again, we're going to need to know the 5-number summaries, so lower extreme, quartile 1 or lower quartile, quartile 2 or middle quartile, quartile 3 also known as upper quartile, and then our upper extreme. Also, we got to put our data in numerical order, so it would go from 2, 3, 4, 5, 5, 6, 7, and 9. This time when we split the data in half, we'll have 2 numbers in the middle, so you find their average to find the middle quartile. Our lowest number is 2, our highest number is 9. But since we split the data in half, we will use this 5 to help us find our lower quartiles. So 2 goes with 5, and halfway between 3 and 4 is 3.5. And then 5 goes with 9, and halfway between 6 and 7 would be 6.5. So then again, when you create your number line, we're going to go from 2 to 9, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. And so our lowest number is 2, our highest number is 9. We'll put in the number at 3.5, at 5, and at 6.5. This is our median. The box that surrounds it comes from the first quartile and the third quartile. Whiskers on the end. And again, 50% of our data would be represented within this box. That means half of the numbers fall between 3.5 and 6.5.